Behind me is the painting called the Intrigue that Ensor painted in 1890, so he was 30 years old. So it's a very ambiguous scene, and this is the painting that Luc Tuymans saw as a 15-year-old and made such a lasting impression on him.
What engaged me is, of course, the elements. There is an element of the exotic because of the masks, of course, awkwardness. There's also something frightening about it because you don't see faces and the encasings of the eyes are actually blanks. But it was the element of something that was more like a ghost-like presence that sort of fascinated me. Of course, as a kid, you have a strange sort of like awareness for things that are objects, dolls and things like that.
It's called the Intrigue, and it is indeed, as Luc says, a very intriguing painting, because you're very uncertain as to what you're looking at, what has happened, what is about to happen, and what these people are really up to. There is a tradition in the Ostend Carnival that says that when you donned a mask and your costume, you were allowed to go into bars and taverns and get free drinks from people on the basis that they couldn't work out who you were. Once they rumbled who you were, of course, then you were done for. But so the idea was that you adopted a completely different personality, not only through your clothes and your mask, but also presumably in your voice and your mannerisms. One of the things that's really quite interesting about this painting is it feels quite oppressive. It actually doesn't feel like a joyful occasion, it feels like a rather threatening occasion. And you can see the man with the top hat, who's the centerpiece of this painting, actually has two red dots behind his mask where his eyes are. So there's something quite sinister about the appearance. It's not a comfortable reality. It's a slightly disturbing, unsettling environment. You're kind of engulfed by the entire image, you're drawn towards it, at the same time you're slightly repelled by it.